Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brienne, and I am coming on way earlier than I usually do. It is just about 9 o'clock. I think it's actually 8:59. I said I was going to come on at 9 when I put out the notice. And actually, I normally come on at 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. But we're having kind of a rainstorm here. And I thought, well, you know what? I'll just come on early in case, the rainstorm knocks us out or something like that, the internet. And I thought, well, I'll just come on early. I'd already had my bubble bath, dinner dishes were all done. We had a nice dinner. And then when I get off of here tonight, I think my husband and I are going to watch some of our favorite YouTubers, which are usually like travel channels or RV channels or things like that. So I'm here early and I hope somebody comes on. I hope I get a few of my friends come on tonight. And I decided to title this live stream Be Bold, Be Adventurous, Be Unstoppable, Living Your Best Life. And quit making excuses for living your best life. So many people make excuses. They apologize for living their best life. And so I thought, well, you know what? I'll just come on here and talk a little bit about how people become so apologetic. They do. They become, oh, can you excuse me? Or I'm so sorry or whatever. And as long as we're not infringing upon someone else's rights or infringing upon who they are, if we're doing the right things in our life and we're living our best life, I believe in being unapologetic for that. And being bold in a good way, not in a bad way. We're talking about just being confident, believing in yourself, knowing that you have the abilities to create the life that you want, in any which way, that you can step out and create that life that you truly dream of. And all of our best lives look different. We all look different. My best life will look different from yours, and your best life may look different from mine. Oops, I just lost something here. There we go. And so I thought, maybe some of you, if anybody comes on tonight, because like I said, I'm really, really early tonight. And when you come in on the 9 o'clock slot, there's a lot of competition out there. I mean, a lot. A lot of people are doing live streaming. A lot of people are still getting kind of ready. They're not ready to sit down to YouTube yet. But, for me, I just wanted to pop on a little bit early. I did do a very short live stream today. I think it was about, I don't know, it was 1:30. There again, I was earlier than I normally am because when I come on a live stream in the afternoon, it's usually somewhere between 2 and 4. But I knew I was only going to be on a short time. And there again, I kind of have to work around my own schedule if I'm going to come on live. And so I came on today. I would say it was about 1:30. And so I was on about a half hour. So, all my regulars didn't expect me that early. So that's kind of the disadvantage about when you come on a live stream. If you come on at a time that you normally don't come on, YouTube does not always push you out in a timely manner. And often they don't push me out until after my live stream is over. I mean, I could sit here maybe the whole live stream and nobody come on, and then everybody comes on after I finished. So that's kind of why it's really, really important to, if you're going to do a live stream, to come on that live stream usually at the same time, because then people begin to look for you. And if you come on at different times, like I did today at 1:30 instead of 2, or 2, instead of 2:30, they don't look for you that early. Or like coming on at 9 o'clock instead of 10 o'clock, they don't look for you that early. And also 9 o'clock, like I said, is a very busy time for a lot of live streamers. And so, and if YouTube doesn't push you out, like they don't push me out, so, like my notifications and that. So sometimes people will not see this until they're actually looking for me. So I will sit here and kind of talk to myself for a moment or two and see if anybody comes on. And then if no one comes on, I'll just go off and do something else. And but yes, I got to thinking, let's see, today I didn't do any of my daily videos, although I put several up. And what I do is I tend to make quite a few videos all at once. And then I put them in what I call the queue. And then if I don't have time to make a video, I just pull one of them out. And usually they're within the last day or two because I like to always keep my videos fresh. And so for me on my main channel, on my well, this is my main channel, but I have 5 channels. And I have Grandma's Porch with Diana Brienne Fairchild, Grandma's Adventures with Diana Brienne Fairchild, Grandma's House with Diana Brienne Fairchild, and What Would Mom Say with Diana Brienne Fairchild. But this is the only one I do live streams on. Hey, Boss Andrew. Oh, you are so good. Boss Andrew, you are maybe my first and only person here tonight because I am on here. Let me get you up there. There you go. Thank you, Boss Andrew. Thank you. Hey, James Cantonese. Thank you, my friend, for coming on. You know, Boss Andrew, I normally come on at 10 p.m., but I just finished my bubble bath. We had dinner, the dishes were done, and it's raining hard here. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to come on earlier than usual tonight. Hey, Just Shelley. Hey, my buddy. Welcome, welcome. I haven't seen you in a while. I hope you are doing wonderful, my friend. So I just said to myself, you know, I know it's not my usual time to come on because my usual time is 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I thought, no one's going to look for me at 9 o'clock. And I cannot rely on YouTube to push out the notification because most people don't get my notifications. I don't know what it is with this particular channel, but it started a year and a half ago. And I mean, when I first started, I mean, like YouTube pushed me out constantly when I did a live stream. And then something happened and I got a glitch. And so I contacted YouTube. And that was when I found out when I actually the numbers said like 11,000 or 12,000, they told me I had 26,000, but it wasn't showing. And then they had to kind of do a research to figure out why I had 26,000 and was only showing 12. Then they told me that they were all spam. Now, we know better than that because friends like Brenda Land and Norgus R and Carla and friends, they're not spam, and yet they were taken away from me. So I don't know, but you know, that's what YouTube said. So I have to believe them, of course, you know. And but that was when I started having issues with the notification bell. So like when I come on live, the majority of people don't get the notification bell, even sometimes up to 24 hours after it's over. So I don't know, but it's okay. It's okay. You know, I've got you all. Boss Andrew, James Cantonese, and Just Shelley. Welcome, welcome, and thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you. Well, yeah, so be bold. And I know Shelley is a very bold person. And Boss Andrew, you are too. And James, I'm not so sure what your personality type is, but, you know, I'm sure you are bold as well, living your best life. And I think that, you know, so many people make excuses. And I just don't make excuses. You know, I live a no excuse life when I'm doing the right things for my life, as long as it doesn't infringe on anyone else. You know, the way I look at it is I don't ask for permission unless it involves someone else. If it affects someone else, of course, I would ask for, you know, I would want to know what their opinion is. You know, like my husband and I, we talk things over. We talk things over because what I do affects him and what he does affects me. So we're a team. And that's the right way to do it. But I'm not going to go down the street and ask my neighbor what restaurant I should go to, you know, unless they are like a restaurateur and they know the restaurants, you know, I'm not going to ask them. I mean, it's my decision. It doesn't affect their life. But yet I see so many people are, you know, they make their decisions based upon people that they'll never even speak to, like driving down the road. What does that person think of me? You know, people, I mean, actually, people think that way. They're worried about the person that passes them on the road, what that person thinks of them, you know, and I don't. Hey, beautiful Tin, welcome, welcome. Thank you. on my rainy night here, we are having a big rainstorm. Our driveway is kind of flooded out. Not, yes, woman power, absolutely, and men power too. Remember, men and women. I love men and I love women, and we're all just people. Men are not really any different than women. They really aren't. We all think that they are, but they have feelings and their thoughts and dreams and insecurity, just like us women do. So we're all in this together. We just all need to work as a team and support each other to be all that we can be. Be bold, be adventurous, make no excuses for living your best life, and be unstoppable in a good way. Oh, you are so welcome, Boss Andrew. Boss Andrew, you're so supportive and you're so good. And I love your personality and I love your energy and you're very kind. And, when I can't always get to everyone's channel because I have a lot of, I'm connected to a lot of channels, but I do try to make my way over, especially to people who share me out and things like that. I really, really do. And so I try to make my way over, and periodically I'll surprise somebody's channel and show up over there, even on their live streams sometimes, you know. And so yes, Boss Andrew, you are so good, and I thank you for being so supportive of my channel and of all the channels, because you're a very supportive person. You really, really are. You're very, very supportive. And so yeah. So life is good. We all get problems. We all have difficulties. We all have challenges. It's in how we react to those challenges and our decisions and our choices that will decide the outcome. And we can't always control everything in life. There are things that happen to us, but it's in how we react. How we react. I always talk about actions versus reactions. Actions are those things that we purposefully do to create our best life. We intend to create something good from our actions. Otherwise, we would not do it. Even people who do stuff that they know is wrong, in the back of their mind, they think it's going to make their life better, at least for a moment. You know what I'm saying? And that's not good. And yet they've kind of got a misguided form of action. But when we react, we're usually reacting to something that has happened, good or not so good. I mean, if an opportunity comes our way and we're prepared for it, we'll probably react by trying to grab onto that right opportunity. Not all opportunities are meant for us, but the right ones are meant for us. And if we're prepared for it, then we can grab onto it. So you're going to go live, Boss Andrew, on Saturday morning. I hope maybe Saturday morning or Friday night you can kind of leave me a comment on one of my videos that day so that I remember to write that down, so that if I'm up. Well, Saturday morning, though, I think, yeah, I should be here. I probably am going to get up a little bit early because we're going somewhere Saturday. But if I'm here and I see you on, I most certainly will share you out, my friend. I really thank you for, just being you. You have a great, great personality. Hey, Put Put, welcome, welcome. Another great channel just walked in the door. Welcome, welcome. Put Put, I'm on early. I know you all don't expect me till 10 o'clock. And I just said to my husband, I said, my one son is working and he drives a motorcycle. So he did not go to work on his motorcycle. We took him because of the rain. And so my husband's going to go after him. I didn't want my other son to go after him because my other son has a convertible. And with the rain and everything, I just didn't want him to do it. So, being that everything was kind of turned around a little bit, I thought I'm just going to come on at 9 o'clock and so, see if anybody comes on. So, because like I said, Put Put, you know that most people think I'm on at 10, so which I normally am. But I'm totally off schedule. This past week, I've been totally off schedule. So, surprise, 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 as Gomer Powell would say. So living your best life, is a combination of a lot of things, because we cannot control everything that happens. We think that we can. Hey, Kenneth, welcome. Well, it's always a pleasure to see you, Kenneth. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Kenneth is in the house, everybody. So make sure to connect to Putt Putt, Kenneth, Boss Andrew, Beautiful Chin. Thank you all for being here. Well, Putt Putt, it was actually my convertible, and I have a Jeep now. Yeah, I'm driving a Jeep. But it was my convertible. It was a red convertible too. Beautiful. And, you know, to be truthful, I have a truck too, but my husband's driving the truck right now. I'm driving the Jeep, and then we switch back off. But I'm getting to a place where I want to get another great big man truck, one of those great big trucks, because I feel safer in it. I really, now my son, um, the convertible is safe, and it's got airbags, and yet he's a young driver. He's 20, 22. And so I thought, it's just in this kind of rain, it's better for my husband to go after him. So he's going after my son in the truck. And I don't like to drive at night anymore. And I'm fine driving at night, but I don't like to. So anyhow, so I drive the Jeep right now. And I told my husband, I said, I think I want to go out and buy another truck. And he said, well, we already have a truck. I said, I know, but that's your truck, that I used to drive all the time. And it was my truck before. Now it's his truck. And I said, but I think I like a truck better. I just feel, you're kind of sitting up there, and I just feel better. Oh, wonderful, beautiful Chen. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, make sure to leave me a comment on one of my daily videos, like the day I put it up, like today's video or something. And then remind me. And then that way just remind me what time it is, so that I will come to your live stream. I would love to come to your live stream. Love, love, love that. I try to make my way over, to just about everybody's. Oh, you're so good, Boss Andrew. You really are. You're so good. You share all of us out, and I truly appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. And so, yeah, you have to be bold in life. I don't believe in bragging. Bragging is different than ringing your own bell. Ringing your own bell is letting people know who you are and what you're about. There's nothing wrong with that, done right. Bragging is insecurity, just trying to hide. Okay, none of us like braggers, but but sharing who you are. How would we know you're a cooking channel if you don't tell us? How would we know that you're a grandma channel if you don't tell us? How would we know you're an art channel if you don't tell us? Well, it's the same way with our good qualities. Sometimes our good qualities, that we know, maybe we have a technical skill that's really, really good and could be very helpful to others. But unless we know others, unless we tell them, they're not going to know. Hey, Lusa Karig official vlog. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for coming. Thank you very, very much on this rainy, rainy, rainy night. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, thank you. And so, yeah, so I believe, and letting people know what you're about in a good way. Beautiful Chan, it happens to everybody. We're all here. And I mean, for a while there, I got the bots that would come into the live stream, and I didn't even realize that they were bots until someone told me. And it just, things happen. We get trolls, we get bots, we get glitches. It's just part of being here. And you just kind of got to roll with it. And that's what I do. I just kind of roll with it. And so you sometimes just got to do that, and just roll with it. And so even here on YouTube, people, oh, that's nice of you, Boss Andrew. Hey, Marianne, it's wonderful to see you, my friend. And how is it up in Canada? And are you making my favorite food, pierogies? Marianne knows how to make pierogies. And, I always say that every time I see Marianne, I love pierogies, but my pierogies fall apart in the water when I make them homemade. So I just buy the store-bought ones. I know I'm doing pretty good, Marianne. We're having a big rainstorm here, is why I came on earlier than I normally do, because I wasn't sure. You know, sometimes the internet, when the rain, we had an ice storm in January that knocked our internet out for 3 days, 3 or 4 days. Yeah, that kind of stuff happens, beautiful Tin. It really, really, really does. Hey, Mr. Peg, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Yeah, Marianne, it's nice. I'm not a winter person anymore. I love good weather. I love warm weather. It was beautiful this morning, so I got out and did my 5 mile run, and then it started raining. Beautiful Chin, I am from Georgia, Georgia, USA. Yeah, Marianne, I just, it's really hard for me to do that. I think my thing I might do, Marianne, is take pre-made pie crust. You know, the pie crust, the pie dough that you buy at the store in like a roll, and cut that and put my filling in that way and see if that will work. Because I'm telling you, mine fall apart. Everything falls out into the water. It makes a big mess, and I've just kind of given up hope with my pierogies. I really have. I've given up hope. And yeah, you know what, Putt Putt? I always loved winter until this January when we had just such a bad ice storm here in the South. We had to run our generator for 3 days. We were one of the last to get our electricity back on. It was a real, real mess. It really was. And my Jeep car window in the front was completely cracked. And that's a good idea, Marianne. Maybe I'll try that. Maybe they won't fall apart then. Very, very good idea. Hey, Moments with Vanessa. Wonderful, wonderful to see you. Vanessa, I'm on early tonight. I came on, I just decided to come on a little bit earlier tonight. And so I did. I did. I just came on early and said, maybe no one will show up, but I'll come on early. And so I did. I did an hour early. And, normally people don't look for me until at least 10. Okay, Boss Andrew, that sounds good. That sounds good. Thank you, Vanessa. And how are you doing, Vanessa? Oh, Marianne, yeah. Oh, they're wonderful. But I'm going to take your idea the next time I make them and just fry them because, I just don't have the best of luck with the pierogies in the water. And I know some people just do, they have a knack for it. I don't have that knack for it. I really don't. So, and Lusa, you are watching from Hong Kong. Wow. That's that's wonderful. Thank you. That's the beauty of YouTube. You know, um, praise the Lord. I agree. I agree, Vanessa. Absolutely. The beauty of being here on YouTube is we're international. We're all from all over the world. Except I've never gotten anybody from Antarctica. I think I got somebody from Alaska once, though, but not Antarctica. So maybe one day we'll get somebody that'll come in here from Antarctica, you know. I don't know. I guess they would have YouTube down there, in the space, in the stations or whatever they have built up down there. But a lot of places, I guess the whole world has YouTube, but I don't know. I think they decide who sees what, or I don't know. I don't know how the YouTube algorithms work. I have never figured them out. So, yeah. So, Vanessa, are you doing good tonight? So, you said, I'm well, praise the Lord. And how is your job coming? I know that you were very excited about 2 months ago starting a new job. Yeah, Marianne, that sounds good too. Vanessa, yes, I stay away from there. I stay away from those channels. Now, having said that, periodically you will get somebody that will come into anybody's stream, no matter how positive, and they will try to be that way. And I just, what I do is as soon as I identify someone like that, I block them. But, I stay away from those channels because you end up wanting to feel like you need to take a shower after, or you want to unsee that live stream and you can't get it out of your mind. And because, there's so many negative ones where they build their subscribers through their negativity. You can build it through your positivity, which takes a little longer, or you can build it through your negativity. And you get these channels that fight with each other. I mean, really, really, really bad. And if someone wants to do that, I just block them. I don't even want to acknowledge them. I don't want to give them that kind of attention, but that's how some of these channels are able to grow. But then again, you've got to look at, what do you want to represent to your kids or your grandchildren or to your friends or to your employer? Do you want them to see that you're a bashing channel, a negative channel, or do you want to be something that you feel is respectful? And I want my kids to always know that they can come to any one of my live streams and be proud of what mom does. Yeah, absolutely, Vanessa. Yeah, Marianne, I agree. There's a right way to do it. I in the beginning I was about growing, but when YouTube threw the glitch into my channel where I can grow 100 to 200 a day and they take them all back, it just kind of was very disappointing. So I've reached a place now where I'm fine. I know I grow, but it may take years before, like how I used to grow. I used to grow 1,000 in a week. And now I can't do that. I can't do that. I mean, they slowed me down on purpose. Hey, Arnil, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome. And so this is the thing, is that, if people want to get their views and they want to get their watch time and they want to get their subscribers through negative, that's their choice. But that's not what my channel's about. That's not why I'm here. I would rather be a small channel that's making great content than to be a great big channel that I'd be ashamed for anybody to watch later on. And some of these channels, Vanessa, I don't go to. I know who a lot of them are, but I don't go to them. I'm nice to them if they come to my stream. They're usually pretty behaved when they come to mine, because they know I'll block them. And I do. I'm real good at that block button. I'm really, really good. Let me tell you what happened, Pet, when I started out. When I started out, I got up one week. I had over 1,000 in one week. And it was about that time. It was in October of not last year, but the year before, because I'd only been up about 8 months. And thank you, Vanessa. Thank you. And I was growing very, very quickly. And all of a sudden, it was like the brakes went on my channel. That's why I created 4 other channels after that. That was the reason, because I could not grow. Every time I got new people, they would take my old people away. So, for example, like I went to Nurgazar's channel today, and she and I are very close friends. I go on her live stream all the time. I didn't get a notification. So one of my friends said, "Oh, Nurgazar, was mentioned your name on the live stream," and I thought, "Oh, she did." Well, I haven't seen her, so I went, and there she was on live. Never got the notification, and of course, I was unsubscribed to her. And so they take away your old friends. It's not the new ones they take away. People keep saying, well, if they don't watch a long enough video, but I don't really lose the new people. I lose, for like every new one I get, I lose an old one. So, and I think that happens on the other channels. And so, oh, Kenneth, thank you for being here. Thank you, my friend. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful sleep, or, watching TV, or being with your family, whatever you're doing. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful night. Thank you. Thank you for being here. And I appreciate your kindness and your support. Thank you. And so yeah, that was how I got the 1,000. And I remember that, and it was right then that it was like a sudden, it was like the brakes went on, and I lost about 600 in a day. And I remember that it was in October. It was like the stock market crash. And I was just stunned. I was brokenhearted, because I was growing, growing, growing. And then after that, so that was when in that December, after that October, I contacted YouTube because I was, people couldn't see me. Like I would go into a live chat and nobody could see me. And there was a problem with a lot of people were having that problem at the time. You know, you would go into a live chat and you would make all kinds of comments and nobody could see you. They couldn't see you in your live chat. So I'd have to go into another channel. And yeah, 600. That was 600 in one day. Mm-hmm. Yep, 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 yep. And then I couldn't budge. I couldn't budge for maybe 3 months. And then it was like a trickle after that. And even though I would get 100, 200 people that would come into my channel new a day, I would come out at best 2 or 3 a day at the end after it all, you know, it came through. So my analytics were really messed up at that point. And so YouTube was very gracious, you know, the people that help you, but I think they read from a script, you know, to somewhat, and they were very helpful. And, you know, they said, well, you have 26,000. Now, this is a year and a half ago, 26,000 on your channel in your analytics. I said, well, it says 11 or 12. I can't remember what it was at the time. And I said, well, how, because I'm a monetized channel, so you get to talk to somebody. And they said, well, we'll check it out for you. So it must have been a day or 2 or 3 that they got back to me. And they said, well, it was all spam. And that was when I said, well, how can people that go to me, that were on each other's live streams, how can that be spam? And they said, well, it's spam. And that was the final word. And of course, I had, you know, that was it. And so since then, it's very, very hard for me to budge. Like I've been at 16.5 for 2 months, and I grow a lot every day. And yet it doesn't move. It doesn't change. And I don't contact them anymore about it. I just accept it and it's fine. Because you know what? I'm happy being here. And and I've reached a place that it's not about. I love the numbers. I love to grow, but it's not about that anymore. It's just about connecting with you all, whether it's in live stream, whether it's through content, mine or yours. It's just wonderful, you know. And I think in our world right now, because of all that's going on, it's nice to have a place you can hang out and people know your name. And I like to think that my channel is a place you can come to hang out, you know, just to see many of the same people again and meet some new ones. It's sort of like being in the Cheers bar. You know, you see the same old people every time, which is great. You see your friends, and yet there's always new people coming in and you meet new people as well. So, you know, that's kind of how I look at it. I don't know if I'll ever budge from 16.5. I don't know if I'll ever budge because it's just the way the YouTube works. I have 4 other channels, and I do put up content with those. But things have changed. If you would have come on here, now I've had the channel 12 years, but I came public 2 years ago. My original videos, you can find them on there if you go back far enough. Yeah, me too, Marianne. Me too. Yeah, that's a good way to put it, Marianne. I like that. And so for me, what I do is I just am here to have a good time, to enjoy. You know, my original videos were all put up for my kids, meaning that they were my 1-minute wisdom videos. I wanted my kids to have easy access to. Now they're all backed up on DVD, but I wanted them to be able to have easy access. And all they had to do was put mom's name in there, and you know, her videos were me. And that was why I originally did it. My kids were little at the time. And then about 2 years ago, some friends kept saying, you know, you need to make these for the public. So you need to put a thumbnail on. You need to put a beginning and an ending, and you know, and make your content so that it's more general and for the public rather than just for your kids. And so I did that. And that was, so I've been on really 2 years up here. And that first 8-9 months was just amazing. So back in the day when people, before all these changes were made about a year and a half ago, you could grow your channel really, really, really fast. You could. You could just grow, grow, grow. And then it was as if something changed, and now it's much harder to grow, at least for me. At least for me. I can't speak for other people, but I can just say that in the last year and a half, since that October, it's been much harder. And so I just let it go. I've just let it go. I freed myself of the need to grow my channel. And I focus on my content, and I focus on being here and enjoying the people that I have as friends, and welcoming new people and embracing my old friends. And that's it. That's it. So you have what is your hobby, Marianne? I know it's making pierogies. Making pierogies. We all love those pierogies. You know, when I lived in Poland, I would go to different restaurants and they would have all different kinds of pierogies. And I remember there was like dessert pierogies. You know, the one was like a blueberry and cream. Oh my gosh, it was out of this world, out of this world. And every restaurant in Poland had pierogies. You know, it was just like a main. It was like a main staple. And I just loved, loved, loved pierogies. And I grew up on pierogies. My mom made pierogi noodles. We just, you know, I grew up on them. And I just loved, you know, I love delicious food. And, you know, but as I get older, you know, I'll be 65, your body changes. And so you have to be very mindful of the amount that you eat. Like I've always said, when I was younger, I could eat 2 Big Macs and lose weight. Now I can look at a Big Mac and gain weight, you know, and it's just really something as you get older, your metabolism changes. And I run, I exercise, I eat healthy, but you do, you know, it's a little more challenging to keep the weight off. And so I have to be, instead of having like 10 pierogies, I can only have one, which is very, very hard to do. Very hard to do. So yeah, yeah, yeah. And so I think, you know, your channel should be a reflection of who you are and what you're about. And one day someone put out like a little thing on their channel, and they said, well, maybe I should change how my content. And I said to them, why would you want to change your content if you enjoy the content that you're making? You will, water rises to its own level. And so the people that will, if you enjoy cooking, hey, Alex Insider, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome. And so if you enjoy cooking, why should you become an art channel if what you're about is cooking? You will find the right people. The right people will find your channel that will appreciate what you do. And if you're doing something that you're not happy doing, then you're defeating your purpose for being here. Okay. So I come on and I just am myself. Hey, Tennessee Tactical, welcome, welcome. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. So you do what makes you happy. Yes, Marianne. If you can, Marianne, I usually answer my comments late at night. If you can make a comment under whatever video I put up today, I can't remember the name of it. The last one I put up, if you can make, because that's where I go back and I check my comments at night, and then I'll come on over. Okay. Sometimes because I get so, you know, I get so busy. Sometimes if you leave a comment under a video, I will, you know, make my way over there. Love to see your channel again. Oh, you're welcome, Alex Insider. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Alex, my normal time is 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I came on at 9. So all my usual friends that normally come into the live stream are not here. Thank you. Thank you, Tennessee Tactical. Thank you. Well, I just, you know, I talk about, I don't give advice or suggestions or anything. What I do is I talk about my own life, my own perspective on different topics. Now, every topic that I talk about doesn't necessarily mean I've lived it, but I may have observed it in other people. And this is my impression on how I live. And on this channel, I have 5,100 videos, almost 5,200. And I've done so many topics. And of course, many of those were my early videos when my kids were little. So if you want to see what I look like 10 years, 12 years ago, go look up the video, Harper Valley PTA, Diana Brienne Fairchild. Harper Valley PTA. I'm sitting out on my back porch in Georgia. And so go look that one up, Harper Valley PTA, Diana Brienne Fairchild. So I've made a lot of videos, and I try to, what I try to do is I try to deal with real issues that people are struggling with from a positive point of view. How can you get through a challenge? If you're going through a crisis, how can you get through that crisis successfully? And everyone is different. We're all very different people, and we all have different needs and different challenges and different blessings and different strengths and different weaknesses. So one size does not fit all. A one size solution does not fit all. So what I try to do is inspire people to find their best life and their best solutions that fit for them. And remember, how someone else solved a problem may not work for you, or how you solved a problem may not work for them. So we all have to find what works for us. And that's what we got to do. That's what we got to do. And so I just, I share a lot. I share, my thoughts on just all kinds of subjects. And some of them are funny. Some of them are serious. Some of them, I do stories from my life. I did the story the other day called My Funny Bedroom Story. And that went back 30 years ago when my husband and I were first married. I was trying to be really romantic, and so I bought a pink light bulb. I read in a magazine that you should put a pink light bulb in your bedroom, and it makes it very relaxed and very romantic. So I bought a pink light bulb for my bedroom, and I put this pink light bulb in a lampshade and put it by the window, and it had the blinds down, of course. Well, what I didn't realize is the lampshade made the pink light bulb look red. So we had these neighbors that like to drink a lot, and they sat out on their front porch, and their front porch kind of faced our bedroom. And so they would sit out there and wait for the red light to come on. I didn't find this out for the longest time. They thought, they thought we were having a mighty good time in there. And we probably were, we were newlyweds. And, but it was a pink light, but it looked red from the outside. And as soon as I found that out, of course, I replaced it. Because I didn't want anybody to think I had a red light going on, But it was so funny, so funny. So, I tell little stories from my life. A lot of them are funny. Some of them are serious, and I've done probably, oh my gosh, I've done so many stories from my life. And with 5,200 videos, yeah. But that was one of the funnier ones. We were just so newly married 30 years ago. Yeah. How fast time flies. It really, really flies so fast. And, I'm going to be 65. And I just go, oh my gosh, where did the time go? If I live another 30 years, I'll be 95, and it just seems like yesterday my husband and I got married. So life, enjoy your life, be bold, be unstoppable from a good point of view, meaning living your best life, and yeah, 5,167 or 68, I think, putt. But actually I have more than that because I have 4 other channels, and those all have different content. So, I have a lot of videos. Thank you. I never felt like it was like work. I really love the content because I originally did it for my kids, and I love that. Hey, first time fishing adventures. Great to see you. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Thank you. And there's a blue wrench for you, my friend. Yeah, I just, whatever I'm inspired to talk about, I don't talk politics, and I usually don't talk world events. I try to stay away from both of those because they tend to bring out the worst in people. So I try to bring out the best in people. So I stick with subjects. And even that sometimes, you get people, you get all kinds of people. 99.9% are wonderful on YouTube. And then you get that 1/10 of 1% that isn't. And you've just got a lot for that. You just block them, you know. That's what you got to do, because there's always going to be people that take what you're doing and try to, twist it or whatever. And one of the things that I did is I took down my, you know how they got this, if you're a monetized channel, you get those little scissors called clip. People can clip your video and do anything they want to it. Okay, well, I took that away. You can take that away. If you go to your videos and you look down there, you may have one of those scissors. That means anybody can clip your video. And I had a friend that they clipped her video and they put a man's voice on her and they used foul language. And so that was kind of how I found out what that was all about. So you really have to be mindful on here. But things are going to happen. You can't control everything. You just have to kind of roll with it here on YouTube to the very best you can. Oh, thank you, First Time Fishing. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. Thank you. That's wonderful of you. Thank you. The only way I grow is if y'all share me out. That's the only way I'll grow. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you. And, when you share, you actually grow because people notice you. They go, oh, you shared her out. Well, I want to be your friend, so you'll share me out. And so that's how you grow. You grow by sharing. And I did a lot of videos on that, how to grow your channel and share. I go to everybody's channel and I share them out. And now the only thing is, this is how I do it. If I've shared you out 25 times and you've never shared me out and you have the ability to share me out and you can't find one of my videos that you like well enough to share me out, then I stop because, I'm very generous that way. But if you can't reciprocate, then I don't do it. Now, some people don't have a share button. I think now they give it to you at 500. It used to be 1,000, a community tab, but I share people out. And I do all the time, or I shout them out, and you will grow by sharing out. The key to it, I'll tell you, the key to it, when you go into a live stream, let them know you shared them out. And if they're anything like me, they'll shout you out. Okay. And if you do it on a video of mine and you let me know, I go back and I find one of yours and I share it out. Unless you're a bashing channel, then I don't do it, but if you've got nice content, I will immediately go back and share you out. And that's how we grow. You share each other out. Yeah, putt. See, that's how it works. And the thing is, like Unjel, for example, she's a dear friend of mine. She has the KE channel Norway and Unjel, UNNDEL. She shares me out all the time. And I go right back and I share her out all the time. And I have other friends like Makeup Mom and Son. I go share her out. She shares me out. Carla and Friends. She shares me out. I share her out. Now, there are people that I share out all the time and they don't share me out, and I stop. I have a whole list that I stopped with because I shared them out for months and they had the ability to share me out and they didn't. Now, a lot of people think, oh, if I share somebody else out, they'll grow faster than me, or they don't need it, or I don't want to see someone else grow because if they grow, well, if you get bigger than me, then I'm going to grow. If I share you out and you share me out, I'm going to grow from you. So I want you to be bigger than me, And so, when you share out, it just helps others to grow. So I have, a number of channels that I have shared out and shared out and shared out and shared out, and they didn't share me out. So I just stopped. I'm still, I still go, I comment on their videos, but I don't share them out. I find people, and I love to share people out. I love to help them grow. I do. Yeah, first time fishing. It's so easy and it doesn't take anything from us. It doesn't take anything from our content. And it only adds to us because you get shouted out or you get shared out. And that's what happens. When people go to my daily videos and share one out, I go immediately, as soon as I've commented back to them, I go to one of their videos before I answer anyone else's comment. I go to their video and I find one I like and I share it out. And I have a nice sized channel. So if someone shares me out, let's say they have 1,000 subscribers and they share me out to their 1,000. I go and share one of their videos out. I'm sharing it to 16,500 plus. And so, it benefits them. But a lot of people don't see it like that. So, and that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. And you just kind of roll with it. Like I said, I've got a good attitude about things. I just kind of roll with things, and that's what I do. And I'm not a live streamer. I'm not. I'm a content provider who does live streams. And here lately, I've been doing 2 live streams a day. So, but I'm still not a live streamer. I just do it because I like to connect with you all and give you all a place to come to hang out for a little bit. And each time you meet somebody different, you meet some of the same friends, and sometimes you meet brand new people. We never know. And that's what makes it really, really cool. And that's why I really, really like to do the live streams. The problem with the live streams, they can be exhausting because if, like tonight, I'm up here by myself and yeah, first time. Yeah, you know what it is, first time. I love to help other people grow. But, it reminds me of a time many, many years ago. And I was very young and I had a relative. And this relative, I thought was really going through a struggle. So I helped them out a lot. I was helping them out. And I was working full time and I would send them a little bit of money and I try to help them out. Um, Well, I'm not in California now, Tennessee Tactical. I'm in Georgia. And yes, I am a lot, double. It's doubled here. It's doubled. Absolutely. Absolutely. Now, I was in California years ago, and I lived in California when they had what was it, 1977? And there was that oil embargo. It was kind of a fake oil embargo in the gasoline. We had to take numbers, like if you had an odd license plate that started with an odd letter, like a B, you would go on certain days. If you had like an even number or letter, you would go on the opposite day. I remember that. Yeah, that was in the 70s, and, we've gone through all this before, although this is a little different this time. But yeah, so I was this relative, and then I found out they had more money than anybody. And this is the funny thing. They kept telling me, oh, well, I'll wash and wax your car when you come through town. Now, I didn't need anybody to wash and wax my car, but I was kind of testing them to see if they really were going to honor their word. Hey, Peter Dale, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you. Peter has a great channel, by the way. So if you're not connected to Peter, please connect to Peter. You will love his channel. The content is fantastic. So anyhow, I came through town and I called them up. And of course, guess what? They never answered, purposefully never answered. And that was the end of that. That was the end of that. So, it's kind of like you want to give to people, even if they can't give back to you, if they could, they would. Do you know what I'm saying? They have a giving spirit, but some people don't. Hey, Nancy, welcome. My friend Nancy is here. Nancy, I'm here early tonight. I came on at 9 o'clock. And as you know, Nancy, I usually don't come on till 10, but I came on at 9. Yeah, wash and wax, but they never did it, and I didn't need it done. I probably wouldn't even had them do it, but I just wanted to see if they would back their word up, and they didn't. They didn't. So, that's just kind of the way it is. That's just kind of the way it is. Oh, Put Put, thank you, my friend. Put Put, are you going to be on Friday night as usual? Well, I think you were on at 7:30 on Friday night. Put Put does game night. So, if you do put your a link in there if you want Put Put, and that way people can connect with you. That would be great. And Nancy has a wonderful Barbie channel. She does Barbies and she does piano music. And she's really in the beginning stages of growing her channel, just starting out. So, anyone, if you can connect with Nancy, I would really, really appreciate if you can connect with Nancy. Nancy and I have been friends on Facebook for about 10 years. So, we've gotten to know each other. And I love her Barbie posts. You know, she creates her own Barbie clothes and they're beautiful. They're amazing. And she's an amazing, talented pianist as well. And Peter's channel, he does travel. Well, you do more than travel, though, Peter, right? But you do travel and travel videos. You did something with a train. I'm trying to remember that video. I really, really, really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. And so, yeah, you just come on and you have a good time and you connect with your friends and you make friends and, you just have fun. That's what YouTube is meant to be. And yet I see people coming on and they think, they get so serious about their content. And I want to make good content and that's my intention, but I don't worry about it. I don't get all caught up into worrying about, the content and everything. So, um, you just come on and have fun. That's what it's about. And do your live streams. If you want to grow your channel, do your live streams because you'll have a lot more people that will come in normally. Now, not always. Like today, I didn't have that many because I came in on an off time. YouTube didn't push me out, all of that. But overall, if you come on at a decent time, people get used to you coming on at a particular time. You will begin to grow, see your channel grow. Um, I was just thinking of one lady who comes on at 9 o'clock in the morning and she's only got about 200 subscribers, but she comes on consistently and sometimes she has nobody in her live stream, but she does her live streams anyhow. And I really admire that. I really, really admire that. Although what happens, I was just thinking about her. I have to go check and see if I'm still subscribed to her because YouTube keeps taking people away from us, people that we actually go to. And I haven't seen her on here for a while. And I know she comes on Monday through Friday in the morning. So, but yeah, they take our good friends away. I don't know why. Hey, JP. Hey, JP. Welcome, welcome, my friend. Welcome, welcome. I hope you are having a great week. And I hope your weather is better than ours because we're having a lot of rain. A lot of rain, a lot of rain. And so, yeah, so, just live your best life and let your channel reflect who you are. Let it reflect who you are. And that's what I do. That's what I do. And so, yeah. And a lot going on in the world. Of course, I don't discuss politics or I don't discuss current events on my channel for good reason. If you want to keep your channel, and so, but a lot going on in the world, and we just have to, stay positive and pray a lot. Yeah, but first time it's really weird. Like my friend Norgasar, I would not, and I mean, we've been on each other's channels for the 2 years that I've been up here. And they take her away every time. Brenda Lamb, they take her away from me. And I'm on her live stream all the time. And it just doesn't make any kind of sense. Now, they don't take them away from my other channels, but they take them away from this channel. And I think it's when your channel reaches, if it grows too fast, then they do that. I don't understand it. So I've just accepted it. I've just accepted it. So, it is what it is. And YouTube has a mind of its own, and I've accepted it. I've accepted it. And I'm just grateful to be here, grateful to be here. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. So, yeah, and Nancy and First Time Fishing, you'll like each other's channels. I hope you connect with each other and you grow by going into each other's channels. Hey, Ron, welcome, welcome. Thank you, my friend, for being here. We have Ron Daryl Adventures. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Now, I did come on at 9 tonight instead of 10. And, there's a tremendous amount of competition at 9 o'clock. So, and I don't compete, it's fine. But what I'm saying is there's so many live streams going on at one time. There might be, 50, 60 on my channel that I see, come down the thing. And there's probably a lot more than that, and so you're just kind of jumping in on with everybody else. I think for me, 10 o'clock is, if the only issue I have with 10 o'clock is sometimes, I'm starting to wind down then. And, that's why I thought tonight, I just thought, I had that hour in there to come on at 9. And I thought, why wait till 10 if I can come on at 9? And so I did. And Peter says, wow, Nancy, you are a wonderful piano performer. Just been to your channel. Well worth the visit. See, it's wonderful. We meet all kinds of amazing people. And like Peter's, when you see Peter's channel, you're going to love Peter's channel. And, check each other's channels out, and you'll make a new friend. And, if you want to make friends, be a friend. Simple as that. People will remember you for how you made them feel. And good or bad, good or bad. Is that 11:30 at night, Ron? Because Ron, that is a wonderful time. Nighttime, that's wonderful. Now, if I could stay up that late, I would come on at midnight, because you get a whole different crowd, and you will really build your channel. If you really want to build your channel, the best time to come on is like 11:30 at night, because you will build your channel. And it's a different audience. People are looking for something to watch, unlike earlier in the evening. Yeah, Nancy, you might want to change it. It's not made for kids, because then I think people cannot comment. So if you have it that it's made for kids, I think, I'm not sure of it, but there's certain rules there. Or like if you go the opposite extreme and make it no one under 18, then they can't comment either. So you kind of want to just make it's not for kids. And then that way people can comment, because part of you growing, you need the comments. You need the comments. Hey, Traveler Support Nets 21, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's important. My husband and I used to go to a channel. It was funny. It was this crazy woman, and she would come on, and we would go there just to read the comments. The comments were hilarious. And then she did something to her channel that took away the comments. And now, she lost her audience. She lost her audience because it was so funny. It was so funny. Yeah, Nancy is such an amazing, amazing pianist. Hey, Wills, vintage treasure. I'm doing fine, my friend, on this rainy, rainy night here in the South. We're having a rainstorm. So if I get knocked out, you know what happened if our electricity gets knocked out. And that has happened. It has happened. So, I've had it where I was on a live stream and my live stream just went out. It just went out. So if that happens, I probably won't come back on tonight. Nothing happened. Just, the electricity blinked or whatever, And I hope you're doing well, Will. I hope you're having a great, great day and week. Yeah, how you put your settings, and it's also important how you, I don't do enough in the description boxes. I really need to do more. I don't pay much attention to it, but it is important. Your title is very, very important. That's going to be your main draw to whether your video is seen, your title. And then your thumbnail, title first, and then thumbnail. And then what you put in the description box. I think it's the first 100 words. Well, I don't write 100 words. I usually write one sentence and send it off. So I need to do a lot more in the description box. and I usually whatever my title is, I say it in the very beginning of the video, because somehow the algorithms, I think, pick up on that. Oh, I'm so glad, Will. I'm so glad you're having a great week. Yeah, you're right, Peter. Title, thumbnail, and then your description. Absolutely. Absolutely. And your content. Of course, if you have lousy content, people are going to click off. So you've got to catch them in that first 15 seconds. You've got to wow them in that first 15 seconds. Otherwise, they're going to click off on you. And one of the things, when before I was monetized, also my channel grew. And one of the problems with commercials is a lot of times, if they're set for the beginning, which mine usually are, people sometimes, if they don't know your channel, they don't want to sit through the commercials, and so they'll just click off. And so, I think there's, a way to set them so that they come on like middle of your video or something. I think it's much better. Hey, Ip Men Style, thank you for coming, and thank you for being such a supportive friend. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you. And so, yeah. Yeah, Ron. Now, Ron, what now you do live streams? What is your content usually about, or is it a little bit about everything? Thank you, Peter. Peter, I need to do a lot of different things. I need to use the description box effectively, which I don't. I need to put my title in the beginning, which I usually don't. Sometimes my thumbnails are, not the best. Because if you don't put a thumbnail up, YouTube just takes a snapshot somewhere in your video and puts it up. And often it's terrible, you know. Yeah, Ron. Okay, a little bit of everything, a little bit of everything. And you always have a panel too, Ron, because I've been to your live streams, and you have a panel, and you have very interesting people. You have very, very interesting people. And I think you kind of covered. I think you kind of delved into politics a little bit, right, Ron, or world events a little bit, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, yeah, yeah. So Ron comes on at 11:30. Do you come on every night, Ron, or is it just some nights? And do you always have a panel, or do you always know who your panel is going to be? Sometimes I come on here, like tonight, I'm just by myself up here. Other nights I bring, 6, 7, 8 people up at one time. I'm going to remember that, Peter. I'm going to remember that. My biggest videos, I think, were like, like some people's got hundreds of thousands. I didn't get that. I've got like 23,000 on 2 of my videos, and they were usually to do with grandma. Anything to do with grandma usually got the attention, but you can only use grandma so much, and then people get bored with that too. So yeah, and that's how it is with my channel. When I bring people up, Ron, um, you know, uh, you never know. I just don't do politics or world events on mine, because, YouTube is, you have to, because, people are going to get into it, and you're going to get a lot of different sides. And that can, I have one friend who had a very big channel, and they got it, it didn't go good for them, and they just let people talk, and so I just stick with what I know best, which is motivation, wisdom, inspiration. And sometimes we do game night. I've been doing game night now, not tonight, I'm not, but we do game night, like, who am I, what am I, where am I, when am I, that type of thing. Yeah, Ron, I just, it's really up to the host of the channel. So you would be the host of your channel, like I'm the host of my channel. And if anything is not good, I immediately stop it. And if they don't stop, I just, take them off the panel or take them out of the stream. Well, Peter, now what is a long tail title? What is that, like using all your letters or using all your words? Because we get 100, I think it's 100 words, 100 letters. And, I think there's some keywords that are better to use than others. But then sometimes I've seen channels that you wonder how in the world they grew so fast or got so many views, but they do. They just do. I mean, sometimes, and you know, I was doing the shorts for a while. I just don't. I'm not a big short person, um, but because I don't like to be on that time constraint. I'm not a long-winded video person, but I'm not a short person either. And I didn't find that the shorts got really any more views than my other videos. I mean, that was just what I found. But yeah, Ron, I'm the same way. I'm the same way. I don't, because I control my channel. It's like if someone comes into your home, you're the one that dictates the rules in your home. And it's the same way here. Yeah, Peter, it's just a rough time. It's a rough time with everything that's going on. It really is. It's just that's why I just don't talk any of it. I stay away from it. And even like when people get off onto, like, say, if I have someone on the panel and they get off onto a negative subject, I will interrupt and just politely shift that subject. I'm very good at it. My aunt used to, if you'd ask her a personal question and she didn't want to answer it, she'd say, "Isn't it a beautiful day out today?" She would just change it in midstream. And yeah, I like that, Ron. I like that idea. And so she'd just change the subject. So I'm very, very good at changing the subject. I really, really am. And I just change the subject. And I do it in my in-person life. If the other day I was on a conversation and I have one friend that starts off very positive and then she kind of goes downhill, about her own life. And as soon as I see her going downhill, I'll say, "Hey, I gotta go. I gotta go. I'll talk to you later." I just don't talk. I just stay away from certain subjects. I really do. I really do. And I just stay away from, um, just certain topics, certain subjects. And we're all people that have our own opinions. And I always say, on your channel, you can do what you want. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. I appreciate you, Peter. Thank you. And it's tough. It's tough sometimes. And so what we do is we just I just stay, I keep it positive, and so that the whole thing is that is just, make your channel a reflection of who you are, and make it who you are, not who someone else is. Now there are some channels that are all politics, and I sometimes go to them, but it's just not my channel. You know what I'm saying? But I will go to politic channels. And I go to one in particular that's a current event. They're not so much a politic channel, but they're a current event. And they're a big channel, but boy, they've had a few moments where they've got a couple channels because they had to, they got reprimanded by YouTube. And so they have to be very careful, but they're more of a current event rather than they just give you what's in the news. But they're very, very good. They got very big, very, very big. They were smaller than me and they just bypassed me like a plane. Where are you at, Peter? Are you in the Philippines? You must be on Thursday, right? Because we are on Wednesday and it is 10:13, 10:12, 10:13. So it's our bedtime on Wednesday night. So I think you are, yeah, because I think you said you were going to the Philippines. And so you are like 13. No, yeah, you're like 14 hours difference. Okay, Australia. Yeah, you're on the other part of the world. The other part of the world. And over here, Peter, we're just going to bed. We're just going to bed. So, well, you know what? I've been on what, an hour and 15 minutes. I'm winding down here. I think I'm going to go. And my husband and I, we have our favorite YouTubers, like I said, that sometimes we'll watch a couple. They're usually um, thank you, Ron. Thank you. Um, we'll sit and watch a couple of our favorite travel channels together. And so we're going to probably do that a little bit tonight. And he went and picked up my one son, my other son, because I have two sons and I have a daughter. And so I'm probably going to do that. I'm already relaxed. I'm going to just relax a little bit. And but normally I come on at 10, but kind of start looking for me around 9 in case I start popping on a little early too. The latest I usually come on is 10:30 if I'm going to, start a live. I do come on during the day quite often, and it's usually around 2 o'clock, somewhere between 2 and 3, sometimes as late as 4. Um, yeah, okay, Peter, I would love that. If you can leave me a comment, Peter, under my last video, then when I come in, I will see that and then I'll come over to your channel. That's how I usually go back to my videos at night and answer the comments. And if you do that, I will come over and watch it. It kind of reminds me. And MD Family Vlogs, welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Thank you, thank you. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, thank you. And this is my sunroom off of my bedroom. And it used to be the baby room. When you have small children, you don't want them on the other side of the house. So you have a sunroom. It's kind of doubles over as like the baby room. And now it's a sunroom, and it's my extra office. My main office is in the front of the house. I share with my husband. Yet we have one cat, Peter, one cat. And I want to get a dog, but I want a nice dog, a really, really nice, wonderful, friendly, kind dog. And so we're kind of looking at the possibility of that. But so yeah, so my bedroom is behind these double doors. And now I used to come on live from Grandma's porch, but it's been cold and rainy and all that. Well, we've had some nice weather too, but until it's consistently nice, I don't come in. But I used to do my live streams at night from Grandma's porch and during the day from my kitchen. But because my family's home and, even during the day, sometimes they're home, it's just much better for me to come in here. It's private. Although I did hear my one son knocking on the door, and my husband, somebody back there knocking on the door, but they know I'm on live, so they don't come in. So I'm going to get off of here. Thank you all for coming. Thank you, Peter. Thank you, MD family. Thank you, Ron. And Ron, I'll be looking for you tonight if I'm up. I'll probably still be up. If I'm on YouTube, I'll look for you. Okay. And everybody, leave me a comment on whatever video I did today, and I'll make it my way over to your channel. Okay. So thank you. Thank you. And yeah, I just want a beautiful dog, a really warm, friendly dog that's nice and sweet and lovable. That's what I want. So anyhow, thank you all. And hopefully I'll be on tomorrow during the day and tomorrow night. Hopefully. Now, no promises because, sometimes I get busy or whatever. But be looking for me, okay? And I'll be looking for you. So from my house to yours, may God bless you. Thank you for being here. And I hope to talk to you soon again. Good night and bye-bye.